Welcome to the second episode of Youth in Entrepreneurship. This program is produced by Utsaha Nepal, supported by Utsaha Learning Center and Himalayan Munal Apparels. You can watch our show on our YouTube channel, Youth in Entrepreneurship. Namaste, my name is Ritika and I'm your host for the show. Youth in Entrepreneurship was first launched as a radio talk show in the year 2015 and 2016. From 2021, we are bringing this in video. In this show, we interview and share stories of entrepreneurs and attempt to understand the current scenario of entrepreneurial business in Nepal. The main objective of this show is to promote the innovative ideas of the younger generation. Our guest for today's episode is Ms. Sujata Pandey. She is the director of SP Childcare. She is an enthusiastic educational entrepreneur who have been working for child development from last 5 years by organizing summer and winter camp, running after-school program and doing trainings for educational development. Welcome to the show, Sujata ji.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Can you take my viewers to the journey of your establishment of your childcare?
I've been teaching for last 10 years and in between I wanted to come up with a concept that no one has ever come up with. So I thought, I looked at the scenario, I analyzed everything and I came to know that the parents are very busy, they place where they can drop their children. So that's how I started. I was experienced enough, let's say, and I was ready to enter the real side. I've been very passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about kids. I'm passionate about every single thing that I do.
How is your business doing after this pandemic?
Well, we just started a couple of weeks ago and children has missed lots of things during the pandemic. So they are very excited to be at childcare and they're making the most out of it. And let's say we're doing good.
So as childcare is a very critical issue and parents are very sensitive. So how do you motivate them to rejoin?
Well, we just started a couple of weeks ago after the pandemic. So yes, children are very happy to be at SP. They missed everything and they are making the most out of everything now, which is the happiest thing to know. And for the rejoin, I think I got a little lucky here because parents, they approached me. They were even eager to send me their children at my home during the pandemic period. So yeah, that was motivating itself.
So what do you have to say about the current scenario of other entrepreneurs in Nepal?
I'm looking at this quite positively because I can see young people, they are coming up with new ideas, they are working, they are coming up with new ideas and they are working so hard to get into it, which is quite inspiring for all of us. I see it positively.
So what's the main purpose of this business?
Okay, I have to say something before I answer this question. I am enough of a realist to understand that I can't reach every children, but I am more of an optimist to wake up every morning and give it a try. So the main purpose has to be, I wanted to reach out every children, every child possible. So this is the main purpose I started my SP Childcare because I wanted to give opportunity to each and every child out there. I wanted to work on their overall development.
And what is so unique and entrepreneurial about your business?
So when working with children, they tend to forget what you tell them, but they always remember how you made them feel. SP is a place where they can learn, where they can work, play and learn and explore new things.
How did you raise capital for your business and how convenient is it for a woman entrepreneur to get loans from bank and financial institutions?
When I thought of starting daycare, I was mentally prepared that I was going to go small because I was aware of the risks and I didn't want the financial issues to come in between because that was going to stop me from taking risk. So I started small and I was lucky enough, I had savings. So that helped me to establish, to come across with financial funds for my daycare. And yes, talking about the banks and financial institution, yes, we are very lucky because I came to know that most of the banks and the financial institutions, they've been providing women entrepreneurship loan in a very less interest rate, which is a great opportunity for all the women.
What are the legal procedures to start a childcare in Nepal? How easy or difficult was it?
Every institution has different kinds of legal requirements. So for daycare, first and foremost thing is you have to register your company at the company registration office. That is the first and foremost thing to do. Then you have to register your company as private limited and For the billing, you can either go for PAN or VAT, that's up to you. And yes, there's one more thing I would like to add. So if you're planning to provide formal education, for example, toddlers, lower KG, upper KG, then you have to get permission from Ministry of Education. Otherwise, I think these are the things that you need to keep track of, and you should make sure you do that.
I find it really interesting about after school program. It's a completely new idea, new concept for Nepal. So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I've been teaching for last 10 years now, and in between what I realized was parents, they were looking for a place where they can keep their children after the school, because like we see, every parents, they're very busy nowadays. So they were looking for a space not just to take care of a little one, but also to engage them in extracurricular activities. So that clicked me then. So I thought maybe if I give an exposure, if I come up with that idea, it will be easier for the working parents. So that's how everything started.
How popular are these services currently, and what has been the trend in Nepal?
Well, the services are, I have to say, it's quite popular, I would like to say, because when I started, it was something new, and it took me long to convince the parents, because school and after school, that did not make sense to them at that time. But now, I can see like there are child cares every corner, there are evening care centers every corners. So yes, the trend is getting quite popular, I must say.
Who is your target market, and what are the strategies that you use to reach them?
Strategies has to be, we are trying our best to reach out every parent by organizing summer camp, winter camp. We are keeping them updated about what we do, what we've been doing, and I think that has to be my strategy, and also my passion. I think it's going to take me a long way.
So how was your experience when you thought of starting this venture?
I was working as a kindergarten teacher, but in between I had a thought, like I was ready to get into that world where I can do things myself, where I want, where I can improvise in so many little things when it comes to child. I can work on their overall child development, and I wanted to do it on my way.
And what are your plans and visions for SP Childcare?
I would like to see my SP Childcare flourishing in every aspects of child development. I want to see my child care reaching out to every child as possible, where we can give the environment that we've been providing for last 5 years, where we can work on everything, physical, social, mental well-being of a child. And yes, I see myself there.
Our conversation is becoming really interesting, but we will be right back after this short break. Keep watching. Welcome back. You are watching Youth in Entrepreneurship. I'm your host Ritika Kharel, and today we have Director of SP Childcare, Ms. Sujata Pandey. So let's talk about the hardships and challenges that you faced in your journey.
I'm working with little children, so challenges are always there, but passion and patience is helping me to overcome those challenges.
In your opinion, how important is it to be socially active, and how do you balance your professional, personal and social life?
Okay, social life is I think it's important for everyone, and it's important for me as well. But when we talk about balancing the social life and personal life, I don't think, I have not come across with anything as such. So maybe if we do second round of interview, maybe I can share some of the things with you guys.
In your opinion, what is the scope of young entrepreneurs in developing country like Nepal?
Right now, there are lots of opportunities for young entrepreneurs in Nepal, because like I've said earlier in the earlier question, young entrepreneurs, they have vision, and they are trying their best to accomplish it. There are opportunities, and the most of all, they are willing to take that risk, which is, I think, which is more important here.
What are the flaws and challenges that young entrepreneurs work on?
The first has to be the financial issues that the young entrepreneurs are facing right now, and I must add the communication gap between the two generations. Young entrepreneurs are coming up with different ideas, but in between it gets lost because of lack of communication, because people are not willing to listen, they are not willing to understand, which is the main problem here. So I think that is the challenges that young entrepreneurs are facing.
Do you give opportunities to women?
Yes, of course I do, because I have two young women. They've been working with me for last 5 years, and we've been working together. We are encouraging one another. We are motivating each other every day. So yes, I do believe in giving opportunity to young women.
What keeps you motivated? What motivates you in your daily life?
My passion. motivates me every single day. You know what? I wake up in the morning and I wish there were more hours in a day. Because I'm hardworking, I'm passionate about my kids, I'm passionate about teaching. So yes, that motivates me a lot.
And how do you define success?
All right, for me, success has always been about the smile. You know how hectic your day has been, how tired you were, but that smile at the end of the day that you have on your face, that tells everything. How successful you are, how hardworking you were throughout the day, how patience you had with dealing with all the children, and how special you felt in between all these commotions. So that has to be success for me.
We are almost at the end of our show today, and from this episode we have introduced a new segment, and that is rapid fire. I'll tell you 10 words and you'll have to say what symbolizes in your life with that word. Are you ready?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So youth,
Inspiring,
entrepreneurship,
opportunity,
love,
everything,
life,
valuable,
career,
important,
partner,
hardworking,
money,
need,
fame,
attraction,
media,
powerful,
success.
smile.
So is there any advice or suggestion that you would like to give to the younger generation?
I have learned 3 things about entrepreneurship. Need identification in terms of problem solving and serving the community. So I want every young entrepreneurs to identify the need first. For example, I identified the need. I knew what parents were looking for, and I solved the problem by opening evening care, and I served the community by helping the little ones grow physically, mentally, socially. And the second, another important one is pilot project. So I don't know. So I want all the young entrepreneurs not to depend on financial issues. Start a small business, just like I did. So I think the pilot project is also one of the important one. And the third one, knowing how to run a business. I've been passionate about kids. I have been passionate about what I do. So during this time, I studied, I researched, and I collected everything that one should know how to run a business. So know-hows of running a business is also one of the important things. If you summarize all these 3 things, it's going to be very easy for everyone. So I want to share my learning as an advice to all the young entrepreneurs.
We had a really enlightening conversation today, and I'm sure our viewers must have been inspired by the stories that you shared with us. So they might want to be in contact with you. So is there any contact information that you can share with our viewers?
Thank you for having me. First of all, it was amazing experience with you. SP Childcare is located at Chamsik Hill. So if you have any queries, if you want to find out any information regarding childcare development, so we are always there for you. So we are on Facebook and we are on Instagram. So please be free to call us.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure having you with us today on our show.
Thank you so much.
If you have any queries or suggestions regarding the show, or you are yourself an entrepreneur and want to be interviewed on our show, you can message us. Our Facebook page is Youth in Entrepreneurship. You can Gmail us at youthinentrepreneurship@gmail.com. You can also watch our show on our YouTube channel. Log on to www.youtube.com/youthinentrepreneurship. Thank you so much for watching Youth in Entrepreneurship. I would also like to thank our concept director, Abhilasha Rayamajhi. We will be back again next week with another amazing guest. Till then, take care and have a wonderful week. Namaste.